Hello and good morning from Narayani Cricket Ground, Birgunj, in the sixth day of Pro Club Championship. Exciting match ahead. Nepal Army and APF Department Derby coming up. This is going to be an exciting match between the best of teams. To begin with, we'll go downstairs for the toss. Kiran is ready for the pitch report first, then we'll go after the toss.
Hello and welcome to day 7 of PCC here in Narayani Cricket Stadium, Birgunj. So there are two exciting games coming up your way, and looking at the pitch today, we can see there are some cracks building in here, and of course there are some moisture in places in the pitch, and be mindful that this is the first pitch that was used for the very first game, and that was a very low scoring game, but the pitch looks really wide, and if I can take you all the way to that side, you can see it's much drier over there, and there's still a moisture available outside, so it will be a bit tricky to grip the ball in the first innings, but as the day progresses, I'm very sure this pitch will be a very good pitch to bat on. So the team winning the toss might be following the rituals and bowling first.
The pitch report. Now we're heading for the toss.
Well, it's time for the toss, the game number 13. Let's have the toss. For the toss, we have the captain of Army, Binod Bandari, and we've got the captain of APF, Pradeep Bedi, and then we have our match referee, Sanjay Gurung, giving the details about the coin. Head is the call. And it's tails. You win the toss, Mr. Binod Bandari. Sir, congratulations for winning the toss. So, what did you decide to do?
मेरो अब ब्याटिङ गर्ने सोचिरहेको छौँ हैन, किनकि अब कन्डिसन चाहिँ एकदमै टफ छ हैन, तर सेमी फाइनलको लागि अब अगाडिबाट नै प्रिपेयर हो भनेर चाहिँ खासमा चाहिँ ब्याटिङ लिएको हैन भनेपछि चाहिँ अब बलिङको लागि चाहिँ बेस्ट अप्सन अहिलेको लागि चाहिँ।
र यो पिचमा धेरै चेन्जेस पनि देखेको छौँ. इट्स नट अ हाई स्कोरिङ पिच, सो एनी चेन्जेस द्याट यु मेड?
हैन, हामीले अस्ति चाहिँ हामीले पवनलाई खेलाएको थियौँ हैन, पवनको ठाउँमा अविनाश आइरहेछ. अब हेरौँ यो कम्बिनेसनले कसरी अगाडि लिएर जान्छ.
टार्गेट स्कोर होल्ड गर्नलाई कति हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ यहाँलाई?
हैन, अब 130 140 को बीचमा नै रन बन्छ होला हैन, किनभने अब बिहानको कन्डिसनमा रन बनाउन अलिकति गाह्रो नै छ. अब 130 पनि अलिकति टफ नै हुन्छ जस्तो मलाई लाग्छ हैन. अब हेरौँ कस्तो हुन्छ.
Alright, best of luck for the game match. Next, Pradeep ji. Lost the toss. So any strategies, any changes this time?
Just one changes. Kamal Khatri is going out and Puran Viki is coming in.
How important is winning the toss?
Important छ किनभने यो विकेटमा यो दोस्रो म्याच हो, दोस्रो डेको म्याच हो हैन, तर यो विकेट हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ अलि लो स्कोरिङ छ. सो हामीहरूको ब्याटिङमा एकदमै डेप्थ छ. इट्स ओके हैन. अब गेममा ब्याटिङ आए नि बलिङ आए नि यु हेभ टु एक्सेप्ट इट हैन. त्यही भएर हामी चेज गर्न नि एकदमै रेडी छौँ.
A very crucial game यहाँहरुको लागि. You have to win this game. Plus you have one more game remaining. So what is going to be the strategy for this game?
Just win.
Alright, just win is the strategy. Ladies and gentlemen, back to the commentary box.
Nepal Army have won the toss and elected to bat first, surprisingly. Army is the first team elected to bat first in the morning session. Especially, it's not going to be easy. This is the squad of Nepal Army, and this is the playing 11. Him Sarki and Binod Bandari on top. Binod Bandari captaining the side. Sandeep Rajali, Rohit Podel, Kushal Malla, Santosh Karki, Vivek Yadav. They are the pillars in the batting. And Sahab Alam is leading wicket taker of this tournament. Is leading his side with his left arm spin. And Sompal Kami, Avinash Karna is there with the medium pace skills. APF is captained by Pradeep Bedi. They have got great batting side too. Sandeep Zora, Pradeep Airi himself, Asif Sheikh, Lokesh Bum, Sumit Maharjan, Harisankar Shah, all-rounder. Purun Bike coming in place of Kamal Khatri is not playing today. Mausam Dakal, the premium leg spinner, with Avinash Bora and Bipin Khatri. So these are the sides.
Hello, Sampurna. Good morning.
So take a look at the point table. Nepal Army leading the points table with all the victory in their 4 matches. This is their last league match. They have already qualified for the playoff. The Nepal Police Club following Nepal Army with 3 wins in their 4 matches with 6 points. Wonders Club Noida is in 3rd position with Persa 11. And APF is in number 5 position. They must win this match to go ahead in this points table. UP11 already out of this question, losing all their 5 matches.
र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home FiberNet.
Yes, Virat, it was a bit surprising, but as I mentioned during the pitch report, is there are some cracks opening up. But at the same time, as you can see in the outfield, there's moisture available. So the captain must have thought like it will be a bit hard to grip the ball, and they might capitalize on it. And as the captain said during the toss that he would love to score somewhere between 130 to 140 runs. So that'll be a very interesting game in hand. And another thing is, be mindful, it's the pitch that was used for the very first match. And as we all know, there were lots of wickets being fell during that game. So it will be very interesting to see how pitch behaves today.
Wants to test their batting, choosing the bat first. They want to test themselves in this kind of condition. They are a good batting side, so if they manage to build a partnership and make good use of power play, they could make a good total.
Yeah, we've got Binod Vandari, the skipper, opening the proceedings for Nepal Army. So it's going to be a great day of cricket today at Narayani Cricket Stadium. So remember, we are on the 7th day of the tournament, and there are quite a little game left in the league. And we'll be heading to knockouts starting from Friday, and Saturday will be the action-packed day where we'll have the first game will be of 3rd place playoff, and we'll be seeing a grand finale.
Bipin Khatri, left-arm spinner, is ready to begin. And Santosh Karki will be on strike. Captain Binod Bandari is on non-strike. Talking about Santosh Karki, is in great touch in this tournament. Scored 44 important runs against UP11, 16 runs against Persa.
First ball of the game, straight onto the target. A huge appeal for LBW. But umpire is not interested at all. That was indeed a very close call, Virat.
Exactly. He's so confident, Bipin. Surprised that umpire.
Let's have a look at that again. Pitched in line, that ball was really getting closer to the stumps, I guess.
Santosh Karki, I think he was lucky in that particular moment. I think umpire didn't get that view also. Because
Yeah, the batsman was already in the front foot, and that might have caused a little bit of problem for the umpire to locate where exactly the stumps were. But that was a really close call, I must say.
first ball of the innings, even umpire was not ready.
Here comes Pipin with the next ball. That ball is lofted beautifully over the long off vision for Fly Dubai boundary. So that's the first boundary. Binod Bhandari opens his account with a Fly Dubai 4. And the score is 5 without loss so far, and we're still in the first over.
Pipin Khatri playing his first tournament for APF. He used to play for Gandaki province. And he's in place of Bhuvan Karki, who is not playing due to his injury in this tournament.
That's a beautiful shot. There's a bit of fumble from the fielder, and the batsmen were able to steal a single. So we still have got a ball left in the very first over. Already a lot happening. So it's going to be a very interesting game of cricket that we can witness here today.
In the first over, with this single, it's 7 for none, Tribhuvan Army Club. I think it's not the end.
That is a bit of mix-up. The fielder was going really casual, thinking that it's a single. And the batsman, in the meantime, tried to steal a single. Must be a very close call. It'll be interesting to see. As I said, lots of dramas happening in the very first over of the day 7 here at Narayani Cricket Stadium.
From nowhere, they went for the double run.
Look, the fielder really grabbed the ball really casually, and then batsman saw it. That was a very clever move, but we must see how close it gets. That was a wild throw.
I think batsmen have made it.
Oh, that was touch and go.
I think he's in.
So we still have got KFC decision pending. 2 umpires in the middle talking with each other while we're looking at the replay.
It should be an easy decision for the TB umpire.
But Bharat, that's the beauty of the game, you know. Like, the fielder was a bit casual and batsman capitalized on it. They thought the second run was on, and look how close it gets at the end.
He just made it.
So there goes, not out signal by the umpire. So at the end of the first over, the score is 8 runs without loss for Tribhuvan Army Club.
भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home FiberNet.
With his very first over. Nice delivery just outside off. Batsman just nicked it, tried to get a single. Binod's looking for every possible run that he can get here. He knows how important it is to win this game, to have that mental advantage moving into the semis. So they are doing their very best, Nepal Army.
In the air. And he failed to grab it. Avinash Bora.
It is one of the easiest of catches that will get from a batsman. The bowler was in his follow-through and it was a lolly that came in his hand and he absolutely made a mess out of it. Look at his body language. Even he understands what went wrong in there.
Frustrated Avinash Bora. That is one of the easiest of catches.
Looks like Binod's going to score hefty today. He is getting live one after another. Good ball in the good length area. Binod defended it safely. So the score remains 8 without loss.
Avinash Bohra was expensive in his last match. Ball first over in the second over like this in the power play, but we're against Wonders Club Noida. Expensive in that over. But captain has belief in him and he is one of the best bowler for this format of game.
Beautiful balled. Batsman defended it safely. Yeah, talking about Avinash, it is said that he is one bowler who has got the most number of variations in national side. That was premeditated. The batsman was already in the mood of playing the sweep. He just timed it to a square leg just for a single. Avinash must have seen him, so he just pitched the ball a bit lower so that the batsman couldn't go over the top. But like Binod was already in the position even before the bowler released the ball. Quite interesting.
That's a nice shot over mid-off fielder. And they'll get a couple of runs there.
In international cricket also, so that's the end of the over. At the end of 2 overs, the score is 10-11 without loss, I beg your pardon.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
And Binod will be facing him. So yeah, Army are in rush of gathering as much runs as they can during this Action 8 power play. We're into the 3rd over. So as we've seen in the previous games as well, like it becomes very vital to grab as much runs in power play as possible, because later the game goes really slow as the field spreads. That was a close call, beautifully bowled. The batsman was completely deceived, and so was the fielder in the sleep curtain. Well, if APF have to grab those catches if they want to be in the game, as if they're with a beautiful effort but just couldn't collect the ball.
Single for Binod Bhandari. They are not having a great lucky day in the field. APF, 2 catches has been dropped and a couple of misfilled.
Yeah, it's been a very lucky day for Army, I must say. APF is making a mess out of it. They have to grab to the catches. As we've seen, Avinash dropping a lolly in the last over. They need to capitalize on these small moments. Next ball smacked it towards long on reason. No runs there. So Santos is struggling to find the gaps in here. And Bipin's bowling with a lot of mind in his second over, I must say. Because of the moisture in the outfield, it becomes really hard for spinners to grab the ball sometime. And that's why Bipin's taking a long time polishing the ball, getting the moisture out of it. In the meantime, Binod has played it for a single.
They're not having an easy time in the middle. Vinod Bhandari and Santosh Karki. APF desperately need a wicket in the power play. Couple of wicket. Single to in the third over. It's 15 for none.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Strikers end at the moment. Binod's bowling, actually, Avinash, I beg your pardon, is bowling very sensibly. He's not trying to pace up the ball. He's using his variations, and it really has become very hard for the batsman to score. And Binod must be thinking, was it the right decision to bat? We still have to see. There's a lot of cricket left in the first game. Saying that the batsman's gone over the top. Over long on for Fly Dubai 4. That was a beautifully picked shot. He was not afraid to play the ball in the air. And at the end, he was awarded with a beautiful boundary. A Fly Dubai 4.
That's a good shot. Using the power play over. Using the field restriction. Santosh Karki has been impressive in this tournament. This is his first boundary.
Beautifully bowled. That was a beautiful response from Avinash after being smacked for boundary in the previous ball. So yeah, one thing I liked about Santosh is he's taking his time. He doesn't want to give away his wicket. He is being very watchful, and whenever he gets a loose ball, we just saw what he can do.
APF needs to break this partnership because Santosh Karki is in a great run in this tournament. He's having a great time playing in his home.
Here is Avinash. The batsman was trying to hit the ball really hard at that occasion and failed to time it completely. So Santosh, as we were talking, has been really impressive for Tribhuvan Army Club in the tournament so far. And moving ahead in the game, he will be a trump card for the batting side.
It has been consistent in this tournament. And that ends the fourth over. It's 19 for none TAC.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
with his third over. 2 for 12 is his bowling so far. So it's been really interesting to see, because in last few matches that we saw, the captains were really happy in shuffling the bowlers, giving them spell of 1 over or 2 max. But the captain of AP is going the other way around. That's a beautiful shot. It was in the air. Sandeep Johra fields. He is one of the better fielders in the Nepalese cricket side. And the batsman had to settle for a single. Here comes Bipin with another ball, very close. The batsman was lucky to get a bit of inside edge in there. Otherwise, it would have been a very close call indeed. So Bipin is aiming the stumps. He is bowling stump to stump. And I guess looking at the condition, that is the way to go, especially in the power play.
In the air. And that's 6 by Santosh Karke. Second boundary for him.
A beautifully executed shot. He went over the top, over the bowler's head, straight down the wicket for a fly Dubai maximum. Beautiful shot. That was very elegant to look at. Now that puts some pressure in bowler. Here comes Bipin. That's a very clever batting. Santosh, after smacking that ball for a 6, just glides it towards the leg side for a single. And the score, with the ball to go in the 5th over, is 27 without loss.
Santosh Karke.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
There's already a good start in this match also. 18 from 15 deliveries with a boundary and a 6.
Here comes Bipin. So the ball's played toward mid-on reason for a single. So with that single is the end of the 5th over, and the score is 28 without loss. Tribune Army Club.
भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
So there's the first change in the bowling from APF. Avinash has been replaced by Amar Singh Rautela, and this is the final over of Action Aid power play here at Narayani Cricket Stadium in Birgunj. The crowd is slowly building up, and we are expecting a huge crowd today because all the national heroes, most of the players have already represented Nepal in international arena. So the fans will be coming in here very shortly and ground will fill up. I'm very optimistic about it. In the meantime, here is Amar Singh Rautela with his first ball. The batsman safely played that towards the cover reason, and a no run straight into the hands of the fielder.
Beautiful trophy. All the best 6 club teams competing for.
So it's Battle of the Titans for the tournament of this PCC trophy. The batsman was trying to go over the top. Very close call, and umpire raises his hand. That's the first dismissal and the much needed for APF. Amar Singh Rautela does the trick. So it's the first wicket gone for Tribhuvan Army Club. They were settling after a very wobbly start, but finally APF has been able to snatch a wicket. So it's a very slow walk for Binod Vandari towards the pavilion. He goes for 10. Score is 28 for the loss of 1 wicket. So, with the fall of Binod Bandari, the skipper for Army, comes in the skipper for Nepalese national cricket side, Rohit Kumar Paudel, one of the most popular faces in Nepalese cricket. It will be very interesting to see how he goes. This is the last over for power play, and here I welcome Srizel with me. Srizel, a very good morning to you, brother.
Good morning, Kieran. It's wonderful being here with you. Fresh day, fresh start of the matches here. And yeah, it's quite a shock to see Rohit come this early in this match. We haven't seen him come in this order in the previous games. He's always been fourth man down. But this time he comes first man down here in this match.
Straight away he goes over the top. That was indeed very close to the fielder. A very risky shot to get off the mark for Rohit. And yes, Rachel, maybe Army Club is trying to experiment with their batting lineup moving into the knockouts, I guess. So that's why they are doing their homework, shuffling their batting order, and also choosing to bat was already very interesting today.
The previous matches we've seen Army mostly choose to bat first. They've always decided to bat first and defend the target. The same strategy has been applied today, but as I can see, they might be shuffling in the orders of the batsmen to bat.
Here comes Amar. That was drifted down the leg side. Very optimistic uphill. They all are going and the finger goes up.
Rautela performs here, takes another wicket. Well, that was a very late response from the umpire. Took some time before giving the decision. And Rohit walks out of the pitch.
And it's a fly Dubai wicket. Rohit Paudel. As we are just talking that Army was shuffling their batting order and it doesn't seem to work for them at the moment. Rohit Paudel perishes for 2 and the score is 30 for 2.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
And Army in a shot of bother at the moment. So that concluded the power play and Srizel APF must be delighted by the end of the power play. They've been able to snatch 2 very important wickets. And Mosham Takal is the new bowler. They're just changing bowling straight after the power play, as we have seen in most of the games. And Vivek Yadav has come in the crease in place of Rohit Paudel.
The first delivery gets answered very well by the batsman. Hits the boundary, goes for a 4.
The batsman didn't hesitate to hit the ball in the air, gone past the long on fielder for a fly Dubai boundary. Look at that. That ball was coming beautifully into the batsman didn't hesitate to play that in the air and beat the fielder on long on for a beautiful boundary.
Just drives it and settles for a single there. Well, the batsman seems to be playing very late shots. Read the ball. Just watch the ball till the end, see if it turns, and then play the shots.
That's what the scenario of the game is asking for Army. They cannot lose another wicket anytime sooner. They have to build a partnership here and start the fireworks towards the end of the innings. And that's what they have been so good and consistent throughout the tournament. That's why they are undefeated, the only undefeated team in the tournament so far.
A good ball there. Those were the replays.
During the power play, that was the lolly I was talking about. And that must be in head of Avinash. Like, still, how can I drop that ball? That's a shitter. So Mosam with his next ball gone. That ball was outside of Gibson with batsman. Try to capitalize on that. Just manages to get a single. So with that single, the score is 36 for the loss of 2 wickets, 3-1 Army Club.
Mosam was quite effective in the previous game. He was able to hold some runs. Makes quite some turn in the ball there.
The ball's running towards the boundary. The fielder had to do a long chase to stop the ball from crossing the ropes. Yeah, Santosh has really been impressive throughout the tournament, and he's continuing his legacy in this game as well. 25 of 18 balls, and he is really playing some sensible shots out here. In the meantime, here comes the final ball of the over. Mosam has conceded 8 runs so far in his first.
It's it, but stopped by the fielder there. Hits on the midpoint, gets stopped by the fielder. With this brings us to the end of the 7th over, 38 for 2.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Flying has never been about planes. It has always been about people and about bridging the distance between them.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Rotella back for his second over here. The captain has trusted him with this over as well. Well, if you look at the stats, he just bowled a single over where he's managed to take 2 wickets and only give two runs.
Yeah, he has been a trump card for APF in here. Will be bowling to Vivek, who just come into the crease. Defended it beautifully. Yeah, one thing I liked about Rautela, especially in this game, is he's keeping the line very tight. He's not giving any width to the batsmen to free their arms, and that's what's produced a couple of wickets for them. So here comes Rautela for this next ball.
Well, Vivek just defending there. not risking to play any unnecessary shots here. Hold the grounds, do not lose the wickets, be able to get 4 or 5 runs in this over. That will get the job done in this over.
Just rotating the strike will definitely help Army Club at the moment. Beautifully bowled again. So the batsman had just gone to the back foot and just punched the ball towards long off reason for a single. So that's what they need to do. Just keep rotating the strike, finding the gaps and continuing the scoreboard ticking, and then that will give a lot of confidence to the batsmen as they will see the score rotating all the time, and it creates lots of problems for the bowlers as we've seen in international arena as well.
And we all know that there are going to be few bad balls. Just capitalize on those bad balls. You will be getting some full tosses. You'll be getting some no balls. There will be some few balls where bowler misses his length.
Beautiful delivery. Completely deceived by the slower delivery from Rautela. And they managed to get a single of leg by signal by the umpire. So be mindful, Army Club has got a long batting lineup. Like the big shot hitters, our very own Kushal Malla is yet to come along with Sompal Kami. They have been big hitters for Nepal in international arena as well.
And you can't forget Basir. Basir, we've seen him play some extraordinary shots in the previous matches. He's been able to hit big shots, 6s and 4s. When the team needed some runs, he was able to give that confidence to the team with the blows that he was able to charge on those games.
Absolutely, as we saw yesterday, Nepal Police Club managed to save some wickets, and Karan and the boys went crazy towards the end and snatched more than 50 runs in the last 5 overs. Army might be looking to do similar in here.
Well, a dot ball there. This brings us to the end of the 8th over, 40 for 2.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
You can see Mosam is back to deliver his second over here.
Ball, and that's a very clever running between the wickets. The batsman at the non-striker end, Bibek, was really fast to respond and steal a single. So that's what's very important. As we've seen in the previous games, there has been lots of miscommunication with the batsmen, you know, the eye contact and the body language. They were not supporting each other, but that's how you steal singles and convert singles into doubles. Mosam with another dot ball. Beautiful.
Yeah, and during this over break, we did see Santosh and Bibek have quite a chat there. Don't know what they spoke about, but definitely to take it slow, probably, that's my guess. Or let's take out some singles, you know, because the ball is not coming to the batsman here, so they do have to wait for those loose balls.
Absolutely. Look, they've still managed to steal a single, though the ball was traveling really fast to the fielder. So, Army Club is doing what the situation is asking from them, sticking, converting ones into twos and grabbing single whereas possible, because Rautela has been really greedy on the other side, for giving away runs. He has just given 3 runs in his 2 overs. Wow, we saw some churn here for the first time. That took batsman by the surprise. It was in the air. Lucky that it didn't go in the hands of the fielder in there. Beautiful bowling by Mausham here.
Spinners are slowly starting to get the turn. As we progress throughout the day, we've seen the ground. The ground condition has pretty much been the same almost this week. The morning we start with a very hazy weather in the ground. And as the day progresses, it gets better, it gets bright, it gets sunny. Well, settles down here for a single run.
So that's been the beauty of this partnership. Look, in 5 balls, they haven't gone for big shots, but have been managing. They have managed to take singles. So already 4 singles in this over with a dot ball. So it's not that they are just looking to go over the top, and that's what should be the mentality. Whenever you get the loose ball, capitalize on it. Otherwise, just keep on rotating the strike and get the scoreboard ticking.
Charges the ball, finds a fielder, just capitalizing on that and takes 2 runs there. This brings us to the end of the 9th over, 46 for 2.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Flying has never been about planes. It has always been about people and about bridging the distance between them.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Delivery of the 10th over here.
Yeah, Bipin in his 4th over. So captain has decided to finish his spell. 21. So far he has conceded in his 3 overs. One thing I liked about batting of Vivek and Santosh is most of the shots they are playing down the ground, and then that's what has enabled them to grab singles every single time. That was a beautiful delivery, completely deceived the batsman. That was away out, a bit outside up stump, and the batsman was trying to cut it. Santosh, who has been in very fine nick, misses it completely. Beautiful delivery, attacking the stumps again. Look at the variation, Srizzle, the ball is creating in here. So what that does is it always creates doubt in batsman's mind.
Very true. Very uncertain about what is going to bowl next. Either it's going to be a little faster than the previous delivery or it's going to be very slow. And like we've said in the previous game, this pitch has always been aiding the spinners and the slow bowlers.
Bipin with the final ball. And it's a dot ball to end the over. We are halfway through and the score is 47 for 2 for Tribhuvan Army Club.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Flying has never been about planes. It has always been about people and about bridging the distance between them.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
फुटबलरको लागि ट्रेनिङ नै सबै थोक हो। म आफूलाई तेज स्मार्ट र एक्युरेट बनाउन सधैँ पुस गरिरहन्छु। तर ट्रेनिङ ग्राउन्डमा मात्रै हुँदैन, सबैतिर हुन्छ, घरमै पनि। डिस होम फाइबर नेटलाई म मेरो टिममेट अनि कोचलाई जस्तै भरोसा गर्छु। यसको स्ट्रिमिङ क्वालिटीले विदेशकै इन्टरनेट चलाए जस्तो महसुस हुन्छ। म जस्तै फास्ट, स्मार्ट र रिलायबल डिस होम फाइबर नेट कनेक्सन लिनुहोस्।
Dish Home Fiber Net.
ब्याङ्कको सिओको रूपमा मेरो जिम्मेवारी छिटो, भरपर्दो र गुणस्तरीय सेवा दिनु हो। डिस होम फाइबर नेटको उत्कृष्ट कनेक्सनले ग्राहकहरूलाई हामीले छिटो र छरितो सेवा दिन पाइरहेका छौँ। डिस होम फाइबर नेट जस्तो उत्कृष्ट कनेक्सनले नै आजको डिजिटल युगमा नेपालको सम्भावनाहरूको ढोका खोल्दै विकासको लहर ल्याउनेछ। डिस होम फाइबर नेट इन्टरनेट सर्भिस प्रोभाइडर मात्र नभएर समृद्धिको सहयात्री हो।
Dish Home Fiber Net.
क्रिकेट मेरो बच्चैदेखिको प्यासन थियो, जसले मलाई अविस्मरणीय क्षणहरू दिनुका साथसाथै विश्वास र साझेदारीको महत्त्व सिकाएको छ। जीवनमा पनि विश्वास र साझेदारी उत्तिकै महत्त्वपूर्ण हुन्छन्। यसैले मैले रोजे डिस होम फाइबर नेट। डिस होम फाइबर नेटको कनेक्सन मेरो टिममेटहरूसँगको साझेदारी जस्तै एकदम भरपर्दो छ।
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Welcome back after that Pepsi drinks break, and 10 overs has been completed already, and you can see the runs conceived is 47 by the APF.
Mosam Dakal playing his second match in this tournament for APF. Already represented Nepal national cricket team in T20I format this year. But he has not been quite impressive so far, Mosam. Beautifully bowled this time, Mosam. Santosh completely missed that line.
We haven't seen a boundary for quite some time. The last boundary we saw was on the first ball of the 7th over.
Bowling has been really good discipline by APF. In the last 5 overs, they have just conceded 20 runs, taking 2 wickets. The scoring rate is 4 runs per over in the last 5 overs. So that's the story. Losing the toss, bowling first. They have been impressive, APF. But Santosh Karki still there. Playing on 30 run is looked more focused today.
Charges at it. Crosses the fielder. Finds another fielder on the long off. Oh, there's been a clash between the bowler and Santosh. Seems to be fine. Not much of an injury. Happens in game of cricket here. Or if you tune towards the screen, you can see the projector score, 95.
That was a googly outside the leg stump. So looking at the consistency of Santosh Karki, he is making an eyeing. He is eyeing to the spot in the national team. So that's his focus. That's his goal. And he has been impressive.
The ball is in the air for quite some time. Lands safely, a bounce, and caught by a fielder. Settles for a single run there. Brings us to the end of 11th over, 52 for 2.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै.
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै.
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Seven runs from the last over. So Harisankar Shah will bowl his first over to the right-hander. Harisankar, he was holding his bowling. Captain was waiting for the left-hander to come to introduce him, but it's 12th over, that's why Harisankar has been introduced now, and good bowling change. Wicket in the first ball. In the second ball, it's third wicket for APF. Vivek Yadav departs.
Vivek just departs here. He just scored 9 out of 17 balls. Has been bowled by Hari. Hari comes in there for his first over. Successful to bag the wicket here. No bounce.
Wanted to go after the bowler. Wanted to play a big shot. But completely missed the line. It's 54 for 3. Nepal Army Club.
New batter
Kushal Malla here on strike. Well, I've always seen Kushal generally come and charge at the bowler, give a swift reply. Well, yet to see how Kushal performs today.
He was out in the first ball against UP11, charging the bowler from the beginning. But he has been impressive in this tournament. He has scored a half century. Only second batsman to score that after Dilip Nath. Single to rotate the strike. It has been a great bowling performance by APF.
Hari has been able to bowl exceptionally good in this over, only conceding 1 run and being able to take a wicket. Does boost the confidence of the APF, trying to hold them under 100 runs or even less.
Wicket of Santosh Karke is so important in this period for APF. If they get Santosh Karke's wicket, they would be more
we've
happier.
Just seen a friend come to say hello. Pitch invader there. This there's a funny sight to see. Just chasing the dog away. And the outfield has been cleared now.
He wants to have a look of this match as closer as possible. And another second wicket for Harisankar Shah. Santosh Karke, big man and big wicket for APF. Bowled him. What a big wicket. What a big moment for APF in this match. Santosh Karke departs after scoring 32 runs from 31 balls. Army in deep trouble. 55 for 4 after 12.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Mosam with his another over. The first delivery, bowls are wide. They easily managed to take a bye run here.
APF looks more focused because they need to win this match to keep their chances alive for the playoff. They are in 5th position now, below Parsa 11.
And there's a good opportunity for APF as both the batsmen are new in this crease right now. Bhim Sarki, the new batsman.
APF is in good position because both the batsman is new in the crease, so it's not easy for the new batsman. And this wicket, so you have to spend some time there to be adjust in this wicket. So APF looks in a great position. A wicket from here of Kushal Malla. they would be in a great position in this match. Just want to break this partnership, remove Kushal Malla as soon as possible.
The call is for 2 runs, but they settle at 1. And if you look at the batsman, the combination is a left-hand, right-hand combination. If they hold to the grounds, do not lose the wicket, play few balls, get charged up, read the ball as well, this partnership, this duo can be a very fiery combination here. They are capable of hitting big shots. They would want to wait for 2-3 more overs before they start charging.
Appeal, big appeal, confident appeal. Disappointed.
Mosam is in disbelief. He thinks it was hitting the wickets. Well, umpire thinks it was not. We will have a replay in a bit.
APF wants to break this partnership desperately. APF knows how important this partnership could be for Army. Excellent running between the wicket. They get the first run fast and completes the second one comfortably. That's a great running, great understanding between these two batsmen. Bim Sarke always a great athlete.
Well, the batsmen, they have been struggling in this innings here, especially the Army. The wickets have been falling. The batsmen haven't been able to play big shots here.
In the air for a while. Lands in a no-man land. No chance for Mosam. So, last ball of his spell remaining. Mosam is wicketless till now. Just the last ball remaining. He's gonna give his best in this ball, so that if he could take Kushal Malla's wicket, that would be a moment for APF. Pull shot for a single. That ends the spell of Mosam Dakal. He conceded 29 runs in his 4 overs. It's 63 for 4 after 13 Army.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Hari comes here to bowl and second over, the first delivery, he conceives a single run. Oh, what an over that was for Hari. He was able to bag 2 wickets in that over. The wickets are very 2 firm, strong batsmen who are capable of hitting big shots. Well, a part of threat has been taken out, in fact, and there are still threats remaining. That is Kushal. Kushal is a big threat to APF.
Excellent bowling chase turn out for the captain Pradeep Ari. He's bowling a straighter. Hari Shankar Shah. And the ball is keeping lower than usual today. So another straighter one. with the width. Takes single. It's a buy run. So a run for Army, and Kusal Malla on strike.
The slow bowlers, the spinners have performed really good so far. Catch it is the shout, but ends with a bounce. Doesn't go for a boundary. Subtle there for single.
Goes reverse. Could not find the gap.
If you look at the tally and see the tallies of the reverse sweep that has been played in this game, I would say probably about 10% have made it to the boundary. Reverse sweep has been very deceiving to the batsmen. It has cost them very highly. They've tried to play a reverse sweep and we've seen the wickets crumble. And this brings us to the end of this over, 66 for 4.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Amar has been exceptional as well. Already taken 2 wickets, only conceded 3 runs. The bowlers of APF have been amazing this innings. Well, it makes me think, was it the right decision to bat first? After winning the toss, Binod Bhandari said, yes, we would definitely like to bat first. And he too expected runs somewhere around 130 to 140, who would be a par score.
Missed the line. Kusal Malla has been watchful. He's not the kind of batsman who holds the innings like this. Not playing the big shot till now. Hasn't tried anything.
Exceptional bowling by Amar Rautela. Well, Amar Rautela, he can bat and bowl. We've seen his charm with the bat. Here we're seeing him do the magic with the ball here. He's already been the player of the match in the previous games. In fact, the first game.
I've seen Amar Singh Rautela more confident in the recent tournament. He was playing a local tournament in Dhangadi just before this tournament. He has been impressive there, and he's continuing his form in this tournament with his all-round performance. He's taking wickets, making runs in the death over, in the pressure situation. That's a full toss and straight to Pradeep Auri. Third wicket, I think. Yes, that has been given by the umpire. It's a third wicket for Amar Singh Rotela, fifth wicket for APF. I think Bhim Sarki has to go.
Well, the captain had a hawk's eye. He didn't lose the ball. He was able to catch that catch. And this brings us down to 67 runs in the fall of 4 wickets. There is the replay. Sorry, in the fall of 5 wickets there.
Sandeep Razali comes in at number 7. He's playing for the first time. Sandeep Razali for the department team APF. He used to play for Lumini province in the recent past. This is his debut tournament for APF. One of the classy batsmen of in Nepali cricket circle.
Whoa, that was quite a swing there, but it's a swing. This brings us to the end of 15 over. Was capable to take a wicket in this over. Brings us down to 67 for 5.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Dr. Sompal Kami, Basir Ahmed is a steal about to come.
I was predicting that Kushal would want to give a reply. He did attempt for a sweet reply, but that was a miss.
It's not giving any pace to Kushal Malla. That's why ball kept low. Straight towards the fielder. Frustrating time for Kushal Malla. It's not difficult. It's difficult in this wicket to play big shots, to connect.
Hari bowls his third delivery there. Dot ball. Just holding off the army, not giving them any space to play any shots, not even a single here. Such a good length of a ball.
Malla is waiting the ball to be in his zone like this, and that's a blunder from wicketkeeper Lokesh Bum. There was an easy chance.
We have seen mistakes done by APF in this first innings, and these mistakes could cost them very expensive. It might be expensive for APF. Nearly goes for a boundary, hits on the long off, finds a fielder.
Comedy of error by wicketkeeper Lokesh Bum. That was a blunder.
Well, you know, being a wicketkeeper, that should he should be able to do that blind-eyed, you know, because he's right there to the wicket.
Even you could have done in the second chance, but the batsman was already...
He's feeling gutted right now. Why did I do this?
Blunder. Let's see how that cost for Team APF. At 68 for 5 after 16.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Here to bowl his third over.
Disciplined bowling performance by APF. If you talk about the current run rate, APF, Nepal Army Club has been scoring in 4.26 runs per over. And if you talk about last 5 over, they scored 15 runs and lost 3 of the wicket.
Well, the batsmen, they need to think out of the box, play some innovative shots. Connects it well. Avinash not happy about that delivery. Sandeep gives a reply with the big flying 6th, and there it goes, the fly Dubai 6.
Beautiful use of bottom hand by Sandeep Rajali. What a beautiful shot. To breaks the silence. Pitched up delivery. Nicely connected. That's the ability of Sandeep Rajali.
Well, flicks it. And takes a single there.
He bats higher in order for Lumbini province, but batting at number 7. He's still trying his best to prove himself. Sandeep Rajali.
Connects it as we see the ball race towards the boundary, stopped by a fielder there. He's already conceived 9 runs so far in this over. 2 deliveries left of this over.
Good comeback by Avinash after that 6. He's not bowling that fuller length delivery, not giving any room to the batsman. Rajali and Kushal has been watchful. They can't afford to lose the wicket from here. Short ball pulled towards Square leg. Easy pickings from for Puran BK. It's 78 for 5 after 17 Army.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Flying has never been about planes. It has always been about people and about bridging the distance between them.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
So, Hari Shankar continuing. His last over, he has just conceded 4 runs and taken 2 wickets. We're in a very exciting phase of the game. We are towards the date overs, and our Tribune Army Club in despair. They need runs. They need runs on the board really quick. And the good news is Kushal Malla is still in the crease. But the thing is, he is struggling. So the curse of the pitch is still continuing for the batsman. Let's see what Army is going to do towards these death overs. They have got big hitters in the pavilion waiting to come next. So I'm very sure they'll be starting to cut loose from here.
Short ball, dispatch it over. Deep mid wicket. That's what Kushal Malla can do.
So it's a fly Dubai 6. A short of length ball that came beautifully onto the bat, and batsman of Kushal's caliber gave it the treatment it deserved. That was indeed a very loosener from Harishankar, a very rare case today. He really has been very disciplined so far.
That's why Kushal Malla's wicket is crucial in this period. Could be more dangerous.
And Virat, it's not the first time that Kushal has done it. He has rescued Nepal in so many occasions like this, and he has to live up to his reputation here today.
And this is not the kind of pitch he loves to bat, but he has been watchful. He has been waiting for the loose delivery. And the patience is the key in this innings for Kushal Malla.
He was already making room for himself, just manages to get the outside edge just for a single. So that was clever bowling, a good response from the bowler after being smashed for a 6.
More pace this time by Harishankar. Gets a bit bounce in this delivery.
Yeah, variations has been the key for APF so far. It's Sandeep Jora this time, goes over. Sandeep Rajali, I beg your pardon. Goes over the top, and it was a beautifully executed shot towards mid-wicket for a maximum. It's a fly Dubai 6. So
second 6 from Sandeep Rajali. Pitched up delivery. Excellent hitting.
The batsman got plenty of time to free his arms, and he doesn't miss on that. Oh, and that was nearly a one-handed catch. Remember, one-handed catch will earn the viewer who are present, the audience who are present at the ground with 10,000 in the first game. Oh, he came so close to it.
Loved the batting of Sandeep Rajali. He was in complete control when he hit those 2 6s.
Pressure is slowly building up. In hurry in his final over, went way down the leg side for a wide. This is the final delivery. The batsman's gone towards the onside and manages to get a single. So with that single, it's the end of 18th Army Club 94.
फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Now we approach towards the end of the first innings. Just 2 overs remaining in here. Amar Singh Rautela has been outstanding so far. He has been very greedy in leaking runs. Just 4 runs given in his 3 overs, and he has grabbed 3 wickets. Let's see what's going to happen in his final over. A very good delivery that completely deceived everyone, and balls racing towards the boundary. And looks like it's a fly to by 4. We still have to wait for umpire signal there. Yes, it is. It's a fly to by boundary, and I'm pretty sure it must be Byron's because everyone completely missed the ball. There has been some sloppy patches for Lokesh Bum today. He hasn't been in best of his form. Normally he is a very safe hands behind the wicket. Look at that, a beautiful effort, but all in vain.
Loves the way he middle the shots, Sandeep Rajali.
This is the first time we are seeing some miscommunication running between the wickets between the 2 batsmen. It's been excellent for Army Club so far, but as we are approaching towards the end of the first innings, they want to convert every run possible. So there has been some changes in the field as left-hander, very aggressive Kushal Mulla is in strike now. So the captain Pradeep Airy adjusting his field. They all know each other very well, their strengths and weaknesses, and setting field accordingly.
Down to the long on. Gets 2 runs. Kushal Malla.
That was pretty easy picking for the batsman. Just driven down the ground just for a couple. So with that score, couple of runs, Kushal is in 18 of 21 with 3 balls to go in this over. Here comes Rautela, outside off. There was a width offer and Kushal didn't lose the opportunity and grasp it with both hands. It's a fly to by boundary. So the scoreboard is indeed ticking now.
Kushal Malla becoming dangerous. Made room. Played it late. And a nice connection. Straight towards the bowlers.
That was straight down the ground over the bowler's head for a wonderful boundary. Now he tried the sweep shot and cleaned him up. It's clean bowled. So that was a beautiful response from Amar Singh Rautela. So that's another fly Dubai wicket. A most needed one for APF because it's very important for them to win the game today, which will keep their hopes alive for the playoffs.
Kushal Malla departs after scoring 22 important runs. It's 105. It's 105 for 6. New batsman Sompal Kami.
Rautela with his next ball.
Up in the air and taken by Hari Shankar Shah. 5-wicket haul for Amar Singh Rautela. That's a fly Dubai wicket.
That's another wicket gone, back-to-back wickets. So 5-wicket haul for Amar Singh Rautela. He has been exceptional and very well deserved as well. He has been very consistent with his line. Sompal Kami goes for a duck and the score is 105 for 7.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Flying has never been about planes. It has always been about people and about bridging the distance between them.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Final over. Avinash Bohra, the death over specialist, is here. The first ball cleaned the batsman up in. The ball smashed into the stumps. So the 8th wicket is down.
Another set
So
batsman.
that was a team hat-trick for APF.
3 wickets in the last 3 balls and another set batsman Sandeep Razali departs after scoring 16 runs from 13 deliveries. It's 105 for 8.
Sahab Alam is the new batsman. We've got 5 deliveries left in this first innings. So Tribhuvan Army Club struggling at the moment, 105 for 8. Here comes Avinash. The full toss delivery, he was trying for the Yorker, missed it completely. But there's fielder available in the boundary. So the batsman has to resist for a single. Sahab gets off the mark.
Basir will face his first delivery. Left hand, right hand combination at the end.
There are so many occasions in international cricket as well. So with the left and right hand combination, the over rate slows down. Made some room for himself. He wanted to go over the top, but miscued it completely. Has to settle for a single. So we have got 3 deliveries that produce 2 runs and a wicket in the final over. Avinash is doing a wonderful job for his team.
That's why he's called death over specialist. He has got all the experience to bowl in this situation.
And the good thing is he's varying his line and pace as well. That's picked up. It's in the air. That was a great effort from the fielder, but couldn't grasp the ball. Asif Sheikh in their jersey number 9. He gave everything he had, but just couldn't hold on to the ball. Excellent, excellent effort. Look at that. Look at that dive. He covered a long distance of ground and threw himself to grab the ball, but he's just fumbled at the last moment.
Single taken. That would have been the best catch of this tournament. But failed to grab it. Asif Sheikh used to keep for Nepal national team. Is not keeping for APF. Lokesh Baum is doing the job.
So here we come to the final ball of the first innings for a Tribhuvan Army club. The scoreboard stands at 110 for 8 at the moment, with 1 ball to spare.
That's a nice connection. And gets a boundary. It's 114. Army after 20 overs.
That is a beautiful finish to the game. That's what Tribhuvan Army Club was expecting from these two batsmen. Grab as much runs as possible, and that was a beautiful shot. It was an overpaced delivery, and it was easy peaking for the batsman. Goes over the head of the bowler. Straight, the safest place, as it is said in cricket, to hit the ball, and ends the inning with a fly by 4.
Nicely played by Basir Ahmed. Made room, played it straight off the bowler. And this is the batting card for Army. Santosh Karki made a good start, scoring 32 runs from 31 deliveries, and Kusal Malla hold his innings, made 22 runs from 23, and Sandeep Rajali played some good shots along the boundary. It's 16 run. And Amar Singh Rotela was pick up the ball. It took 5 wickets, giving just 11 runs. And Hari Shankar Shah, spinner, took 2 wickets. And Avinash Bora took a wicket, gave 26 runs. That's the bowling card. The bowling has been really impressive by APF.
So the target for Armed Police Force is 115 in 120 ball. Pretty much gettable, but still have to see. We'll be back in a com box in a while with the second innings.
फुटबलरको लागि ट्रेनिङ नै सबै थोक हो। म आफूलाई तेज, स्मार्ट र एक्युरेट बनाउन सधैँ पुस गरिरहन्छु। तर ट्रेनिङ ग्राउन्डमा मात्रै हुँदैन, सबैतिर हुन्छ, घरमै पनि। दिस होम फाइबरनेटलाई म मेरो टिममेट अनि कोचलाई जस्तै भरोसा गर्छु। यसको स्ट्रिमिङ क्वालिटीले विदेशकै इन्टरनेट चलाए जस्तो महसुस हुन्छ। म जस्तै फास्ट, स्मार्ट र रिलायबल दिस होम फाइबरनेट कनेक्सन लिनुहोस्।
Dish Home Fibernet.
ब्याङ्कको सिइओको रूपमा मेरो जिम्मेवारी छिटो, भरपर्दो र गुणस्तरीय सेवा दिनु हो। डिश होम फाइबरनेटको उत्कृष्ट कनेक्सनले ग्राहकहरूलाई हामीले छिटो र छरितो सेवा दिन पाइरहेका छौँ। डिश होम फाइबरनेट जस्तो उत्कृष्ट कनेक्सनले नै आजको डिजिटल युगमा नेपालको सम्भावनाहरूको ढोका खोल्दै विकासको लहर ल्याउनेछ। डिश होम फाइबरनेट इन्टरनेट सर्भिस प्रोभाइडर मात्र नभएर समृद्धिको सहयात्री हो।
Dish Home Fibernet.
क्रिकेट मेरो बच्चैदेखिको प्यासन थियो जसले मलाई अविस्मरणीय क्षणहरू दिनुका साथसाथै विश्वास र साझेदारीको महत्त्व सिकाएको छ। जीवनमा पनि विश्वास र साझेदारी उत्तिकै महत्त्वपूर्ण हुन्छन्। यसैले मैले रोजे डिसोम फाइबर नेट। डिसोम फाइबर नेटको कनेक्सन मेरो टिममेटहरूसँगको साझेदारी जस्तै एकदम भरपर्दो छ।
Dish Home Fiber Net.
के तपाईलाई थाहा छ मेरो व्यस्त सोशल लाइफ र प्रोडक्टिभिटीलाई म कसरी मेन्टेन गर्छु? मलाई चाहिन्छ रिलायबल र सही कनेक्सन। डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ, म जस्तै।
Dish Home Fiber Net.
एक सफल लगानीकर्ताले समयमा लिने स्मार्ट डिसिजनको ठुलो महत्त्व हुन्छ र डिश होम फाइबर नेटले मलाई सधैँ अगाडि रहन मद्दत गर्छ। डिश होम फाइबर नेटले मलाई शेयर बजारको उतार चढावसँग सधैँ जोडिराख्छ र सबै इन्फर्मेसनहरू सहजै उपलब्ध गराउँछ। डिश होम फाइबर नेटले मलाई रियल टाइम इन्फर्म डिसिजन लिन ठुलो मद्दत गरेको छ। मलाई शेयर मार्केटसँग सधैँ कनेक्ट गराइराख्ने उत्कृष्ट माध्यम डिश होम फाइबर नेट नै हो।
Dish Home Fiber Net.
फुटबलरको लागि ट्रेनिङ नै सबै थोक हो। म आफूलाई तेज, स्मार्ट र एक्युरेट बनाउन सधैँ पुस गरिरहन्छु। तर ट्रेनिङ ग्राउन्डमा मात्रै हुँदैन, सबैतिर हुन्छ, घरमै पनि। डिश होम फाइबर नेटलाई म मेरो टिममेट अनि कोचलाई जस्तै भरोसा गर्छु। यसको स्ट्रिमिङ क्वालिटीले विदेशकै इन्टरनेट चलाए जस्तो महसुस हुन्छ। म जस्तै फास्ट, स्मार्ट र रिलायबल डिश होम फाइबर नेट कनेक्सन लिनुहोस्।
Dish Home Fiber Net.
ब्याङ्कको सिओको रूपमा मेरो जिम्मेवारी छिटो, भरपर्दो र गुणस्तरीय सेवा दिनु हो। डिश होम फाइबर नेटको उत्कृष्ट कनेक्सनले ग्राहकहरूलाई हामीले छिटो र छरितो सेवा दिन पाइरहेका छौँ। डिश होम फाइबर नेट जस्तो उत्कृष्ट कनेक्सनले नै आजको डिजिटल युगमा नेपालको सम्भावनाहरूको ढोका खोल्दै विकासको लहर ल्याउनेछ। डिश होम फाइबर नेट इन्टरनेट सर्भिस प्रोभाइडर मात्र नभएर समृद्धिको सहयात्री हो।
Dish Home Fiber Net.
क्रिकेट मेरो बच्चैदेखिको प्यासन थियो जसले मलाई अविस्मरणीय क्षणहरू दिनुका साथसाथै विश्वास र साझेदारीको महत्त्व सिकाएको छ। जीवनमा पनि विश्वास र साझेदारी उत्तिकै महत्त्वपूर्ण हुन्छन्। यसैले मैले रोजे डिश होम फाइबर नेट। डिश होम फाइबर नेटको कनेक्सन मेरो टिममेटहरूसँगको साझेदारी जस्तै एकदम भरपर्दो छ।
Dish Home Fiber Net.
के तपाईलाई थाहा छ मेरो व्यस्त सोशल लाइफ र प्रोडक्टिभिटीलाई म कसरी मेन्टेन गर्छु? मलाई चाहिन्छ रिलायबल र सही कनेक्सन। डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ, म जस्तै।
Dish Home Fiber Net.
एक सफल लगानीकर्ताले समयमा लिने स्मार्ट डिसिजनको ठुलो महत्त्व हुन्छ र डिश होम फाइबर नेटले मलाई सधैँ अगाडि रहन मद्दत गर्छ। डिश होम फाइबर नेटले मलाई सेयर बजारको उतार चढावसँग सधैँ जोडिराख्छ र सबै इन्फर्मेसनहरू सहजै उपलब्ध गराउँछ। डिश होम फाइबर नेटले मलाई रियल टाइम इन्फर्म डिसिजन लिन ठुलो मद्दत गरेको छ। मलाई सेयर मार्केटसँग सधैँ कनेक्ट गराइराख्ने उत्कृष्ट माध्यम डिश होम फाइबर नेट नै हो।
Dish Home Fiber Net.
फुटबलरको लागि ट्रेनिङ नै सबै थोक हो। म आफूलाई तेज स्मार्ट र एक्युरेट बनाउन सधैँ पुस गरिरहन्छु। तर ट्रेनिङ ग्राउन्डमा मात्रै हुँदैन, सबैतिर हुन्छ, घरमै पनि। डिश होम फाइबर नेटलाई म मेरो टिममेट अनि कोचलाई जस्तै भरोसा गर्छु। यसको स्ट्रिमिङ क्वालिटीले विदेशकै इन्टरनेट चलाए जस्तो महसुस हुन्छ। म जस्तै फास्ट, स्मार्ट र रिलायबल डिश होम फाइबर नेट कनेक्सन लिनुहोस्।
Dish Home Fiber Net.
ब्याङ्कको सिओको रूपमा मेरो जिम्मेवारी छिटो, भरपर्दो र गुणस्तरीय सेवा दिनु हो। डिश होम फाइबर नेटको उत्कृष्ट कनेक्सनले ग्राहकहरूलाई हामीले छिटो र छरितो सेवा दिन पाइरहेका छौँ। डिश होम फाइबर नेट जस्तो उत्कृष्ट कनेक्सनले नै आजको डिजिटल युगमा नेपालको सम्भावनाहरूको ढोका खोल्दै विकासको लहर ल्याउनेछ। डिश होम फाइबर नेट इन्टरनेट सर्भिस प्रोभाइडर मात्र नभएर समृद्धिको सहयात्री हो।
Dish Home Fiber Net.
क्रिकेट मेरो बच्चैदेखिको प्यासन थियो, जसले मलाई अविस्मरणीय क्षणहरू दिनुका साथसाथै विश्वास र साझेदारीको महत्त्व सिकाएको छ। जीवनमा पनि विश्वास र साझेदारी उत्तिकै महत्त्वपूर्ण हुन्छन्। यसैले मैले रोजे डिश होम फाइबर नेट। डिश होम फाइबर नेटको कनेक्सन मेरो टिममेटहरूसँगको साझेदारी जस्तै एकदम भरपर्दो छ।
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Very true about that. They definitely need to capitalize on this action aid power play. Well, we've seen this pitch being very familiar to the slow bowlers, the spinners, and I am very skeptical if that was a good decision by Captain Binod Bhandari to start with Sompa. But yes, he's one of the most experienced bowler we have on his team. In fact, the oldest.
Here comes Sompal. That was drifting down the leg. Very lucky. Hari Shankar was in two minds there, whether to go in front foot or play it at the back foot. And he nearly made a mess out of it. Lucky that the ball was drifting down the leg. Now Sompal's really sticking to line and length. He's not giving any room for a batsman to open the arms, though we are at the very initial stage of the game. But it's very important for Army Club to bowl in very straight line and length, because the score on the board is not much.
Ooh, that was a chance. That was a chance. Well, it was a good effort by Sompal. Ball and catch is not quite easy at times. You just got to follow the ball till the end.
Yeah, it's always hard to catch a ball in his follow through, and Sompal coming in his full pace. Harishankar completely mistimed that shot, and Sompal did all he could to grab that ball, but that was a really close call. I cannot say that's a missed chance, but, well, lucky for APF, and they need some luck today.
They charges at it, hits in the cover, goes for 4.
It went like a treasure bullet out of the park for a 4. So that's a fly Dubai boundary, a beautiful, wonderful shot. That's what I was talking about earlier. Srizzle, look, the ball offered a bit of width, and the batsman was able to free his arm and smashed it. Look at, even in the replay, the ball's rushing down towards the boundary. Excellent shot.
Well, he was just capitalizing on the pace of the ball. Doesn't need to do much. Just follow the ball, time it well, and that was the result. Goes flying.
Exactly, and the placement. None of the fielder had to move an inch for that. That's how fast the ball rushed towards the boundary. An excellent shot. Here comes Sompal with another delivery.
Sompal Kami finishes his first over. 4 runs for the fall of 0 wickets.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै.
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै.
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Arif Sheikh.
Arif in the strike for the first time in the second innings, and he'll be facing Kushal Mulla's spin straight away in action. Slow left arm delivery. The batsman just placed it for a single. We are in action 8 power play, and as we already said, it's very crucial for APF not to lose many wickets and grab as much runs as possible, because there are only 2 fielders outside the 30-yard box during the power play phase. So Harishankar in strike, he played the whole over of Sompal and nearly lost his wicket as well. That was a very close call for cotton ball for Sompal. Now he'll be facing Kushal Mulla.
Are you just studying the field and the fielder placement? Gone. There he goes. Kushal Mulla bags his first wicket. We've seen him do this in the previous games as well. He's been able to bag wickets, and this is the first wicket of this innings. Fly Dubai wicket. Harishankar goes for 4.
That was totally unnecessary. He was facing Kushal for the first ball. He should have waited for 1 or 2 deliveries to see what is the pitch responding to the ball and should have executed accordingly. He just played his shot. He just wanted to chip it, and it went nowhere but in the sapier hands of the fielder. Harisankar goes for 4 of 7. The score is 5 for 1. Fall of wicket, Sumit Morrison makes his way into the crease and he'll be facing Kushal Malla. Army has been really aggressive in the field set. So they've got a sleep, gully, point, shot catching position. There's a fielder in long off boundary and 4 fielders. So they've got a catching position on leg side as well. So it's a pretty attacking field, I must say. In the meantime, Kushal balls. He's really bowling it really slow, and the batsman is taking their time, but they have to keep on rotating this strike. That's the demand of the time at the moment for APF. Arif goes down the wicket, dancing down the wicket. The ball's in the air and clears the boundary. So it's a fly Dubai maximum, a beautiful shot. He was being very watchful about whereabouts Kushal's pitching the ball, and he danced down the ground and make the most out of it. So first fly Dubai maximum for APF, a much needed boundary for them.
And our spectators, they do try for the single-handed catch. Well, if you get that catch, you get 10,000 rupees in the first game, but if you take a single-hand catch in the second match, you will be able to win 5,000. So far in this tournament, we've not been able to see that. This brings us to end of the second over, 12 for 1.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Sompal with his second over. Nicely balled. There was a hint of movement in there. It was a beautifully seamed up delivery. And, you know, as it's said in cricket, if you can pitch the ball in a perfect seam, the ball does the rest. And that's the case. Was here a beautifully ball delivery. The batsman was not expecting any sort of movement in there, but it was a slight outswinger, a great sight for any bowler. Same again. The ball kept low when it went to the keeper. This time around, Captain Binod Bandari wasn't able to grasp the ball. So Sompal's bowling really sensible. He's controlling his pace, so umpire signal bye. So that's one extra added and one added to the scorecard as well.
APF desperately need this win since this is their second last match before we head on to the knockouts. They would want to capitalize on this game, have a victory, and put them in a safer position in the chart.
Here comes Sompal with his next delivery. Beautiful. Look, he's doing the variation in the line he's bowling. So 2 balls were just outside off with a hint of movement, and that ball was coming into the batsman. So batsman, it creates a lot of doubt in your mind as a batsman whether to go in the front foot or play it in a back foot, whether it's going to go as an outswinger. So very sensible bowling, and with experience, that always comes handy.
Oh, just loses the bat off his grip.
That's what I'm talking about. He's trying to play really with soft hands, and as the ball pitched and head towards the batsman, he had got no clue, so he just moved his bat in front and lost the grip. Look at that, and that ball had some bounce as well, so that will be very encouraging for Sompal.
Asif would want to take this slow and steady. He needs to take it slow and steady, bringing the runs gradually. Both the batsmen, they need to capitalize on this moment, especially on the power play. Add on 20 more runs on this, and that would comfortably make them in a safer position if they don't lose any wickets.
Yeah, at the same time, they have to keep on taking the scoreboard as well, because the difference between the balls and run needed is decreasing with every delivery. So it's 101 needed out of 103 deliveries now. It's in the air.
Flies, and goes for a catch. Those were the very safe hands.
That's what I was talking about. So batsman was under pressure. He had to make runs, and that was a very good delivery. He just couldn't time that ball at all, and it went straight up in the air in the safe pair of hands of the fielder. So with that, APF has lost his second wicket at the score of 14 runs. Look at that delivery, a full-pace delivery. The batsman was trying to go over the bowler's hat, just take the outside edge, and an easy catch for Vim Sarki. He doesn't miss those lollies. So that's the loss of a second wicket.
With this, it also brings us to the end of the third over. APF 14 for 2.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
So Avinash Kern changing the bowling. Avinash Kern replacing Kushal Muller after the fall of wicket. And Puran Bika is the new batsman in. So he'll be facing Avinash, who has been included in the squad for today's game.
With his first delivery of this tournament.
Asif playing that with very soft hands and able to steal a single. So normally, like within that 30-yard circle, it's very hard to steal a single. But as you have just seen, Asif was playing with very soft hands. He took his time. He really connected the ball at very last moment, and he was able to steal a quick single. So that's a very good skill for youngsters to learn. Look at how he played. Like he really waited for the ball to come to him and just placed it nearby and could steal a single by the time the fielder runs and grabs the ball. So it's not always that you have to go hard to score runs.
Puran faces his first delivery. Well, 115 is the target here. Required run rate currently stands at 6. And this over so far only conceived a single run.
Yeah, just being 2 balls bowled. Here comes Avinash. Played down the wicket. Straight towards the boundary. And it's another fly Dubai for a beautifully timed. So that's what I was talking about. The batsman was not trying to hit it hard. He just placed it, used the pace of the bowler, just placed it played with soft hands. And look at that. It just kept on going on and on and on, deceiving 2 bowlers towards the boundary. A beautifully executed shot.
A big shout out. The call.
He has clean bowled him. So he was trying to make room to play the ball on the leg side. Only manages to hit his gloves, I guess, in there, and the ball crashed into the stumps. Very unfortunate dismissal after a wonderful boundary. Puran has to depart. And it's the 3rd blow for APF, something that they would not like to see at the moment. So they are in a very critical situation. It's a must-win game, remember, for them to stay in the competition.
That is very unfortunate. Well, loses his wicket. Sighs in disbelief. He has to depart.
And the score is 19 for 3.
The skipper of APF, Pradeep Aire, comes in. He just had a brief word with Asif before he went to take his crease.
Here is Avinash, beautifully bowled. That was a great ball for a fresh batsman. And yes, there is a lot of responsibility lies in the man in strike, the captain himself, Pradeep Aire. He has got a mountain of experience, and he needs to play one of the knocks of his life if APF has to stay in the competition.
Oh, there was a chance. There was a chance. Avinash, he just smiles. He believes there was a chance. Well, this ends this over. Done with 4 overs. 19 for 3.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै.
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै.
Dish Home Fiber Net.
That's a huge wicket for LBW. The umpire is not interested. That was interesting. That was close. Sompal was firing in, and the batsman didn't have any clue. It will be interesting to see the replay. Sompal is giving all he has, and he's in his 3rd over. Mind you, this is a rare occasion in this tournament where we have seen a pacer bowling 3 overs in a row.
Another beautiful ball. Well, APF are currently struggling here. 20 for 3. Just 4 overs completed and you already lose 3 wickets here. It is going to be tough for APF to chase 115.
So they had short fine leg specifically for the shot that was just played. Sompal with another delivery. A huge bail. The ball was in the air. Lucky for the batsman. It landed in no man's land, so it's getting really tricky out there for APF batsmen. Sompal's doing an excellent job for his team. Though they don't have much score on the board, but they are bowling. They are playing with a proper plan, and it seems to be working just fine for them. Tribhuvan Army Club. They are putting APF under pressure here.
Well, I also think the pressure caught the batsmen, you know, because this is a very crucial game for them before they qualify for the knockoffs.
So it's the game of the temperament, as it's said. Cricket is indeed a game of temperament. So we still have to see how cool and composed will APF be from here on, because they've already lost 3 of their top order, and it becomes very vital to build up a partnership from here on.
Well, this duo is the most experienced duo of batsmen here. They have played countless games for Nepal in international arena, as well as many domestic and international leagues. So that does come in handy. The experience does come handy. So the partnership needs to set. They can't afford to lose any wickets. Hold on for a couple of balls. See if you get any loose balls, then play those shots.
So here is Sompal with his next delivery. Nicely bowled. So batsman's played the ball in the leg side just for a single. So yeah. So with that is the end of the over. After 5 overs, APF 23 for 3.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै.
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै.
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Over before the Action 8 power play. So Avinash continuing. Just played with soft hands for a single.
Played it straight, manages to take a single run.
So Sompal is the fielder there, fielding at mid-off.
Well, like, yeah, if you look at the required run, it's gradually climbing up. It has reached 6.13. Connects it well. The ball's racing towards the boundary, but gets stopped right in time by the fielder there.
Fim Sharkey, one of the best fielders in Nepal. He is very electric in the field wherever he is playing, whether it's league games or domestic tournaments or international. He is one of the best fielders that Nepal has ever produced. With that, Avinash comes with his next ball. There was a bit of room, beautifully played. The fielder did an excellent effort to stop the ball, but it couldn't, and the ball's raced towards the boundary, so it's fly Dubai 4. A much needed for APF at the moment.
Well, that, in fact, was a wonderful effort by the fielder.
Look at that. Like he was bouncing like a leopard. Great effort. So that's been the body language of Tribhuvan Army Club.
Yeah, just like you told before, they are eyeing for a single run here, just between the 30 yards. It's very hard to conceive a single run, you know, so you just got to play with soft hands, make make a couple of runs. The running between the wickets needs to be strong in this game, as we've seen in the previous innings. It's not easy to hit shots here, as the bowlers have been taking the charge in this inning as well.
So here is Avinash. Ball towards middle and leg. And they, like, as I said, like whenever the batsman's playing with very soft hands, you know, like the ball's really going slower towards the fielder, and that's how we can rotate the strike. Beautiful, sensible cricket here from both of the batsmen. As you said, they both are very experienced campaigners for Nepal. Both of them have already represented Nepal in international arena as well, so that experience counts.
Ooh, a risky run, but makes it in time. And a dive at the end. Well,
that was a wild throw, nowhere near the stump. So with that is the end of the over. So after 6, the score is 32 for 3.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै.
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै.
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Shahab Alam is the new bowler, so there has been change in bowling straight after the power play. Shahab Alam has been really impressive in the tournament. I think he is the highest wicket taker as well, and he started with a perfect yorker.
There was an opportunity there. Well, Sahab, just talking about Sahab, we know that he's the highest wicket taker of this tournament. So far, he's been able to take 13 wickets in this game, followed by Basir Ahmed and Tarun Kumar at 8 wickets each, Wasi Ansari at 7 and Malla at 6.
So out of those top 5, 2 of the bowlers are from Army Club, and no wonder that's why they are in the top of the leaderboard. Look at that, the beautiful delivery. He is varying his line and length with every delivery, and that's what's making the batsman of Pradeep Airi's caliber to think twice before throwing his bat away. The most riskiest of sort tried by Pradeep, and I'm very sure Srizal is not happy about it.
Yeah, you never know. Not only me, like I think it's the APF fans that are not happy about it. You know, the APF fans, they would want the APF club to qualify, go forward. Well, this has been a crucial point. Can't lose any more wickets. And going back to Shahab, yes, he's been bowling exceptionally good. Won player of the match twice in this tournament.
Yeah, he has been the man with the golden arm for Army Club. Comes with another delivery, beautifully bowled. Look, he's flighting the ball, and with every single delivery, it's not pitched in the same line. So he's varying his line and length along with the pace, and he's not afraid to toss the ball up to the batsman. So he is asking questions indeed to the batsman here.
There might be a chance. Well, shouts for out, but not out there. Well, ends the 7th over.
And it's a maiden. It's a maiden over in T20 game. It's very expensive for the batting side, and the score remains 33 for 3.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै.
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Flying Flying has never been about planes. It has always been about people and about bridging the distance between them.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
पर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Flying has never been about planes. It has always been about people and about bridging the distance between them.
Required run rate has been climbing up 6.30. And last 5 overs, they have lost 2 important wickets. Pradipari, the most experienced campaigner, is in the middle, leading his side.
Plays it there on long off, finds the fielder. Settles for a single. Well, Kusho has been able to take wickets. We've seen his bowling capabilities. And Ashif, he's been playing very carefully in this game, making sure not to lose his wicket. He knows he's the biggest asset of his team.
Exactly. He needs to hang on there. Steps out. Ball is in the air, and what a catch. We're talking about the importance of Asif's innings.
And he proves us wrong. He proves both of us wrong. You know, Asif proves us wrong. He loses a wicket here. Ashif goes for 12 runs. And that was a beautiful catch.
Excellent work at long off. Trouble for APF. Asif departs after scoring 12 runs from 17 balls with a 6. It's 34 for 4. APF. Sandeep Jora batting at number 6. Lots of responsibilities in his shoulders now. Pradeep Ari He's a set batsman. Sandeep Chora joins in. He has got all the experience. Chora needs to show up in this kind of situation. They needs to build a partnership. Required run rate is climbing up.
Well, Army has nothing to lose even if they lose this match, but APF hangs in there just to qualify. So matches like these, players need to perform. They need to bring in their experience and make sure they perform in matches like these. Tries to drive it, finds the fielder.
Talking about the batting line of APF, there are still plenty of batting left. Amar Singh Rotela, Lokesh Bum, and Bipin Khatri. Their batting abilities. But at first, this partnership is crucial. They needs to hang in there.
Plays a reverse towards the leg, just finds a single run there. Hits it, goes in the air, and there goes for the 6. Pradeep, the skipper, charges at Kushal. What a steep reply. Well, that was the flying Dubai 6. You have a look at that replay. One knee, balanced it, hits for 6.
Excellent shot towards extra cover. Pradeep Ayri. That's what he is capable. And he is the keeper of his team. He needs to show responsibility in this kind of situation.
Well, the ball has gone out of the fields. Umpire is checking the ball. And they've actually switched the ball here. Currently, we stand at 41 for 4. Kushal left with one more of his delivery. We'll be back shortly.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै.
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Dot ball to end the over. It's 41 for 4 after 8.
With his second over for this game, Sahab had an exceptionally good over. The first good over, he was able to bag a maiden. And whenever he bags a maiden, we've seen him take wickets as well.
Playing with a straight bat to Sahab Alam. This is the period. There needs to be careful. Sahab Alam has been exceptional in this tournament, bagging the most wicket in this tournament. So
oh, that was close. That was close. APF are aware about Sahab's bowling capability. They've seen his previous games. They're also aware that he's the highest wicket taker and hasn't conceded much runs. Will it be a second maiden for him? 2 more balls left. What a bowling display by this young lad here.
Excellent delivery to follow up. He has been consistent in his line and length, and this time he got a good bounce off the wicket. Another similar kind of delivery.
Well, they've asked umpire, is it out? But I don't know if you're going upstairs or not. There's the replay. And he looks to be safe. Well, this brings us to the end of this over. 41 for 4.
होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
This third over. These are crucial time when you just get through a maiden over. You make sure that you get a couple of boundary in the next over, but this doesn't seem to be happening here.
Not taking any chance to Sahab Alam.
Well, a win per APF is 100% possible here. They still have good batsmen to come. They only need 74 runs of 63 balls.
They need to hang on there. That's crucial. They can't afford to lose wicket in this period. So just hang in there, build a partnership. That would be the key for them.
Look how the ball's turning. Kushal's been having an advantage here. Kushal might also get a maiden wicket, maiden over here.
Up in the air, lands in no man's land.
The bowlers have been doing the damage to APF here. The APF batsmen, they are struggling. Pradeep and Sandeep.
Excellent bowling. Turn and bounce.
But this brings us to the end of 10th over. 42 for 4. Only 2 runs of this over.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Flying has never been about planes. It has always been about people and about bridging the distance between them.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
फुटबलरको लागि ट्रेनिङ नै सबै थोक हो। म आफूलाई तेज, स्मार्ट र एक्युरेट बनाउन सधैँ पुस गरिरहन्छु। तर ट्रेनिङ ग्राउन्डमा मात्रै हुँदैन, सबैतिर हुन्छ, घरमै पनि। डिश होम फाइबर नेटलाई म मेरो टिममेट अनि कोचलाई जस्तै भरोसा गर्छु। यसको स्ट्रिमिङ क्वालिटीले विदेशकै इन्टरनेट चलाए जस्तो महसुस हुन्छ। म जस्तै फास्ट, स्मार्ट र रिलायबल डिश होम फाइबर नेट कनेक्सन लिनुहोस्।
Dish Home Fiber Net.
ब्याङ्कको सिओको रूपमा मेरो जिम्मेवारी छिटो भरपर्दो र गुणस्तरीय सेवा दिनु हो। डिस होम फाइबर नेटको उत्कृष्ट कनेक्सनले ग्राहकहरूलाई हामीले छिटो र छरितो सेवा दिन पाइरहेका छौँ। डिस होम फाइबर नेट जस्तो उत्कृष्ट कनेक्सनले नै आजको डिजिटल युगमा नेपालको सम्भावनाहरूको ढोका खोल्दै विकासको लहर ल्याउनेछ। डिस होम फाइबर नेट इन्टरनेट सर्भिस प्रोभाइडर मात्र नभएर समृद्धिको सहयात्री हो।
Dish Home FiberNet.
क्रिकेट मेरो बच्चैदेखिको प्यासन थियो, जसले मलाई अविस्मरणीय क्षणहरू दिनुका साथसाथै विश्वास र साझेदारीको महत्त्व सिकाएको छ। जीवनमा पनि विश्वास र साझेदारी उत्तिकै महत्त्वपूर्ण हुन्छन्। यसैले मैले रोजे डिस होम फाइबर नेट। डिस होम फाइबर नेटको कनेक्सन मेरो टिममेटहरूसँगको साझेदारी जस्तै एकदम भरपर्दो छ।
Dish Home FiberNet.
Drinks break. Shahab continuing. There has been some uneven bounce in the pitch that we can see now. The pitch has dried up. It was very moist in the morning, and the ball's doing a lot at the moment, and that's what's causing problem for the batsman of APF.
Shahab Alam has been exceptional. This was his performance against Nepal Police Club.
The thing is, he's not providing any width for the batsmen to free their arms, and they have to play. And in that race, they played some false shots, and Shahab has been able to give that regular breakthroughs for his team. Try the reverse sweep. The ball's gone towards the third man area. We still have to wait and see for umpire signal. So must have been inside ease in there. So we're checking the wickets taken by Shahab during the tournament. He has been exceptional for his team. Beautifully tossed up delivery. The batsman didn't expect that at all. Look at that. He's bowling wicket to wicket every delivery.
And that has been the story for Shahab Alam in this tournament. Swept for a single. Shahab took 3 wickets against Police, giving just 4 runs, and 4 wickets against Wonders Club Noida, giving just 4 runs in that match also. Then 3 wickets against Parsa, giving 16 runs, and 3 wickets against UP11, giving 25 runs. You also made 22 runs in that match. So
Shahab continues. That was pitched a bit shorter. So with that single, it's the end of the over after 11, APF 46 for 4.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै.
Dish Home FiberNet.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै.
Dish Home FiberNet.
So Bashir Ahmad is the new bowler for Army. So the partnership has been really slow. It's been 12 of 22 deliveries so far. And with every passing ball, the required rate is climbing. That was a beautiful ball. The batsman tried to go across but missed it completely.
Brave bowling from Bashir Ahmed. Pitching up. And that's a nice shot. Trying to be creative. Succeed on that. Sandeep Jora, first boundary for him.
That was a beautifully executed sweep shot in here by the batsman. My fellow commentator Srijal must be delighted to see that. A beautiful shot indeed.
Up in the air for a while, but lands in no man's land. And the single.
He just chipped the ball in the air. He had no clue where the ball was heading. Lucky for the batsman. So Bashir is giving some variations in here. APF trying desperately to stay in the competition. It's a must-win game for them, mind you. And this is the first game out of the two games that we have today at Narayani Cricket Ground here in Persa.
Played it late, straight towards the fielder, but managed to take a single. Good running between the wicket. And this is the partnership.
Yeah, the partners were sticking slowly. So with the boundary this over. That was close towards the leg side. Batsman run for an easy single.
Sandeep Johra keeps the strike. After 12, it's 53 for APF.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै.
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै.
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Yadav is the new bowler, so Army is shuffling the bowlers in search of wicket here. That was the first of delivery, straight to the hands of the fielder. So Vivek has done the magic. I must say that wasn't a very tight ball. It was a loosener outside off. And as APF are in dire need of runs, just manages to give it in the hand of the fielder. Sandeep Johra departs for 9, so that's another fly Dubai wicket here. And the score is 53 for 5. Now comes a really tricky situation for the team.
Scoring 9 runs from 17 balls. It's 53 for 4.
So Lokesh Bam is the new batsman, the wicket-keeper batsman for APF. Now they need to shift the momentum. The required rate's already 8.09. So there's no time for the batsman to settle and relax here. Beautiful delivery, a rare misfield there from Army. They have been very disciplined with their bowling and fielding so far.
It's fielded by Kusal Malla at the point region. So Important thing is Pradeep Ari is now a well-set batsman and he needs to hang out till the last. That's important for APF. And that's a good shot. What a great fielding by Vim Sarki. That's why he's known as the Chonti Roads of Nepal. Chonti. Excellent effort.
He pounced into the ball. And look at that effort. That provides a different energy to the bowler and the whole fielding side. Excellent effort. He definitely saved 3 runs for his team. A beautiful display of fielding by Veem. Okay, so we have got Supriya down in the ground with a gentleman. Let's go down and let's see who he has caught up with. Technical glitch. Will soon get back to the ground with Supriya. In the meantime, it's the end of the over. The score is 57 for 5.
Well, very big, bright, sunny and warm namaste all the way from Narayani Cricket Ground, Parsa Birgunj, and I am Supriya Shrestha, and yes, we're about to have a quick chit-chat and wonderful conversation with our star cricket player, Ashif Sheikh, representing APF. Sir, can we please have you over? So going back to your throwback days, I know हजुरले आफ्नो cricketing journey चाहिँ यहीबाट नै सुरु गर्नु भएको थियो. So अहिले र back now and then compare गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ कस्तो feel हुन्छ when you recall your early days र अहिले?
No, I mean it's lovely to see like an event happening in Birgunj, and like हामीले start गर्ने बेला यस्तो केही पनि थिएन, like कुनै पनि cricketing environment यहाँ बिर्गन्जमा थिएन. So credit जान्छ हामी रख्छ दाइले जसरी उहाँले यस्तो लेभलको टुर्नामेन्ट यहाँ अर्गनाइज गरिदिनु भयो र हामी अब यस्तै स्कुल लेभलको टुर्नामेन्टहरु खेलेर त्यसमा हामी पुगेको. त्यति बेला चाहिँ अब यो लेभलको टुर्नामेन्टहरु नभए पनि स्कुल लेभलको टुर्नामेन्टहरु अर्गनाइज गरिराख्नु भयो थियो र त्यही सब टुर्नामेन्टहरु खेलेर हामी त्यहाँसम्म पुगेको. सो एकदमै खुसी लागिरहेछ यस्तो इभेन्टहरु यहाँ देखेर.
Okay, so हिजो चाहिँ बिरगन्जको क्राउडसँग हामीले इन्टरेक्सन गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ हैन तपाईहरु चाहिँ तपाईको एस्पायरिङ क्रिकेट प्लेयर चाहिँ को हुनुहुन्छ भनेर सोध्दा धेरै जना चाहिँ हुन्छ नि यंगस्टर्सहरुले चाहिँ हजुरको नाम लिनु भएको थियो हैन. सो व्हाट वुड यु लाइक टु टेल देम र जो चाहिँ तपाईलाई हेरेर ओके ही इज माइ रोल मोडल, मलाई चाहिँ ठुलो भएर उहाँ जस्तै हुनु मन छ भनेर चाहिँ एउटा दे लुक अप टु यु, राइट? सो उहाँहरुलाई चाहिँ के भन्न चाहनुहुन्छ?
No, I mean सबभन्दा पहिला त एकदमै खुसी लाग्छ कि लाइक यो पुरै बिरगन्जलाई रिप्रेजेन्ट गरिरहेको छौं र हामी मात्रै खेलिरहेको छैनौं माथि लेभलमा. यहाँको पुरै यंगस्टरहरु जोले हेरिराख्नु भएको छ. हामीलाई एउटा मात्रै मेसेज दिन चाहन्छु कि बी अनेस्ट टु योरसेल्फ. लाइक प्र्याक्टिस गर्ने बेला या म्याच खेल्ने बेला अनेस्ट आफूसँग अनेस्ट हुने र सकेसम्म अनेस्ट भएर मेहनत गर्ने र अपर्च्युनिटीहरुलाई युटिलाइज गर्ने.
So in terms of cricket, so where do you see Birgunj in the next 5 years? हैन कतिको ग्रोथ देख्नुहुन्छ अनि what is the vision? तपाईको ड्रीम vision बिरगन्जमा चाहिँ यस्तो होस् क्रिकेटको सिनेरियो भनेर भिजुअलाइज गर्दा चाहिँ where do you see this going?
See, to be very honest, like केही महिना पहिला यो टुर्नामेन्ट अर्गनाइज नहुनु भन्दा पहिला बिरगन्जमा केही पनि थिएन, कुनै पनि क्रिकेटिङ इभेन्टहरु हुन्थेन. तपाई अहिले हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ सबै नेशनल प्लेयरहरु अहिले यहाँ आएर खेलिरहेको छ र यसरी नै यो टुर्नामेन्टहरुलाई कन्टिन्यू गर्ने हो भने पछि यो ग्राउन्डहरुलाई पनि मेन्टेन गरेर अगाडि बढ्ने हो भने नेशनल लेभल इन्टरनेशनल लेभलको टुर्नामेन्टहरु पनि यहाँ होस्ट गर्न सकिन्छ र बिरगन्जको अरू प्लेयरहरुलाई पनि एकदमै त्यसले मोटिभेट गर्छ र त्यही होप गर्छु अगाडि पनि यस्तै टुर्नामेन्टहरु अर्गनाइज होस्.
Thank you so much, and we wish for a brighter future for Birgunj and all the cricket players of Nepal, and thank you so much once again for your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, that was a quick, short chit-chat with our star cricket player, उहाँले भन्नुभएको जस्तै we hope for a better, brighter future for Birgunj and its cricket scenario. And thanks to platforms like PCC, which has already started doing that, and definitely it's heading towards a brighter future. We can already see it. Well, for now, we'll go get back to the live match that you're watching right now. So stay with us, and there's a lot to happen yet.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ, म जस्तै.
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Bibek is here with his second over, conceded 4 runs and was able to grab a wicket in his first over. Drifted down the leg, the batsman has played the ball towards the leg side. So there was Supriya talking to local hero Arif. There are so many youngsters who idolize him in this part of the world. So of course his word will encourage lots of youngsters to get involved in the beautiful game, what we call the gentleman's game of cricket.
Lives nearby in this Narayani Rangasala cricket ground. So talking about this match, it's typical talks for APF. But the good thing is keeper leading from the front. Pradeep already scored 25 runs, hanging out there. They just need 54 runs, but the required run rate is the only problem for them.
Exactly. They need to go in the destructive mode now if they want to make something out of this game, because the run rate is increasing day, ball after ball. So that was a quick single being stolen by the batsman, but singles not going to help the cause for them. They have to look for big shots and boundaries. The required rate has been climbing with every ball, so it's 32 balls remaining, and they still have to make a mammoth score of 52 out of those 32 deliveries.
They need to bat deeper as possible. If you take this match towards the last over, one big over, one or two big over, could be the match for them.
Yeah, they need a couple of good overs with 10 plus runs, and that will provide some air of confidence in the batsman as well. In the meantime, Lokesh has decided to cut loose, and he has smashed that ball over the boundary for a fly-the-way flying six. That was a wonderful shot, sort of delivery, and then the batsman capitalized on it, smashed it over the ropes.
That's his ability, Lokesh Bum. That is known for short ball, pulled over, deep mid wicket, boundary, and that's with that six. That ends the 15th over at 69 for 5 APF.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
The last 5 overs, Bashir had been really effective. 10 runs in his 2 over spell so far. And one interesting thing about last over was Lokesh really smacked that ball for a wonderful six, and he has to cut loose here. He's making room for himself. The ball's in the air. Lucky for the batsman that the fielder was not just into it. Sompal Kami, who is a very good runner, was trying his level best to get to the ball, but the ball really remained short of him.
Lokesh Bum has been trying his best, trying to be creative. Big amount of turn, sharp turn by Bashir Ahmed.
That was quite unexpected from the batsman, and he's appealing for a wide as well, but the ball really did turn very sharp in there. So the pitch is doing everything in bits and pieces in this crucial game for APF. Now Captain Uri is having a chat with Lokesh Bum. I'm very sure it's about being mindful, keeping his cool, and at the same time kicking the scoreboard ticking. So they need 43 runs and 26 deliveries. They have to cut loose now, I guess.
That's a good shot. Playing with the tone. Rewards. Fair boundary. Lokesh Bum.
So that's a fly Dubai boundary. It's a beautiful disguised shot from Lokesh. The bowler had no clue that the batsman was going to do the reverse sweep. So he threw the ball in the line, and that was a beautiful execution. Right in the gap, and it rushed to the boundary for fly Dubai 4. Made some room in there as well, but straight into the hands of the fielder.
End of 16th, it's 76 for 5 APF.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Andari is throwing his trump card here. Shahab with his final over. This will be very crucial. The batsman's gone over the top, but straight into the hand of the fielder. That was excellent running between the wicket from Captain Pradeep Uri now. The intentions are really clear here. They are not giving up. So with boundaries in successive overs in last 2 overs have really given them a fresh energy. So Captain Uri checking the field. He's looking for his spots to hit the ball over the park.
Up in the air. An easy one for Kushal Malla. And that's the 6th wicket for Army. And Pradeep Uri departs.
That was a loosener from Pradeep. I don't know what he was trying to do in there. There was no confidence in that shot at all. He just hanged his bat in there and the ball's gone right up. Especially with a bowler of Shahab's caliber, you really need to be careful. So the trick has been done from Nepal Army Club. Pradeep Uri, the captain, departs for 29 of 33, and the score is 78 for 6. Rautela is the new batsman for APF. He has been known for hitting big success, which is what is required for APF at the moment. Beautifully flighted delivery there. The batsman had no clue whatsoever, and it even deceived Binod Vandari, the skipper, behind the wicket. Shahab Alam with his next delivery. And the story continues. The batsman's really struggling to put bat and ball. And I'm very sure this is not going to help the cause for APF. Look at that. A beautifully flighted delivery. A hint of swing. There you go. Played with soft hands there. The fielder, Rohit Paudel, is frustrated with himself that he couldn't grab the ball in time, because that would have been very interesting. Now, Sahab has just conceded 7 runs in 3.5 overs and grabs the wicket. He's here adjusting the field for his final delivery.
Sahab already taken 14 wickets in this tournament, playing his 5th match. And that's the end of Sahab Alam's spell. Gave just 7 runs in his 4 overs, taking a wicket. Pradeep Airi at 79 for 6 after 17 APF.
Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै.
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै.
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Bashir Ahmed, in his last over, has just conceded 17 runs in his 3 overs spell. Has been really disciplined. Now, APF has to score a boundary in this over, so the required rate is 2 runs per ball from here on. Here's Bashir. River sweep attempted. It was premeditated. Excellent stop there by the fielder. Shahab, he is everywhere today. He has done an exceptional job with the ball in his hands, just conceding 7 runs, grabbing the most important wicket of Pradeep Airi, and saw him some class as a fielder as well. Cleaned him up. Lokesh Baum is very disappointed, throws his bat around. That's fly Dubai wicket. So this is the result of the pressure being applied from Shahab. On the other hand, that's why he's such a crucial member of the team. APF had got no option but to go for a big run, and he completely misjudged the ball, and the bails went flying.
Lokesh Baum departs after scoring 60 runs, frustrated. It's 80 for 7.
So Bashir strikes for Army, the much needed wicket for them. Another reverse sweep attempted, but it went nowhere. There was no connection at all. APF, they have to win the game, but the question is how? They've lost 7 wickets already. So Amar Singh Rautela has got a massive responsibility in his soldier, but it doesn't look that easy. There he goes over the top. The ball's flying over the boundary for a fly Dubai maximum. A wonderful and the most needed shot. Can Amar Singh Rautela make a game out of here is the question. As I already told, he is capable of hitting big shots. Look at that. He made room for himself. Didn't hesitate to go over the top. Another one. He attempted another reverse sweep, and it's not favoring him at all.
Adding some pace. Basir Ahmed. This will be his last ball if he's a spell. Amar Singh Rotela has been impressive with his ball and with the bat in this tournament, and he has been in a good touch if you look at his recent performance. So here's the last hope for APF.
The same story continues. Try the reverse, misses it completely. The score is 87 for 7.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Flying has never been about planes. It has always been about people and about bridging the distance between them.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Kushal in the 18th over. The batsman's gone over the top. Bipin it is. The ball's way high in the air. And Sahab, as I said, the man with indeed the golden arm, takes a simple catch. So that's a fly Dubai wicket. Another wicket falls down at the score of 87. Bipin wanted to go over the top but completely mistimed it. Kushal Malla bags another wicket. And the score remains at 87 for 7. Was the 8th wicket that fell down. So Avinash is the new batsman facing Kushal Malla. Left arm slow delivery. The batsman just defended it back to the bowler. Now, dots of 1 or 2s are not going to help APF. The required rate has climbed up to 16.8 now.
That's a good thing. Give a strike to Amar Singh Rotela.
Yeah, he's the set batsman. Out of 2, Amar has to do what he does best, is go over the boundaries and grab as much run as possible for his team. Can he get them over the wicket? He clears his intention. That ball was cleverly bowled by Kushal Malla. He saw the batsman making his room. He already was in position. It was premeditated shot, so it get plenty of time for Kushal Malla to adjust. Look at that. He was already in there. Missed it completely. Very clever bowling. Goes to the leg side. The ball's in the air. And with that, the wicket perishes. Amar Singh Rotela has to depart. That's another wicket down. Fly Dubai wicket. It's the 9th wicket down at the score of 88. Now it seems a very tough task for them. The required rate has climbed up to 23.14. Amar Singh Rotela goes for 8 and the score is 88 for 9. Is the new batsman in facing the last ball. Kushal Malla has grabbed 4 wickets in this game. What a wonderful bowling spell it's been for him. The final ball. Mosham has smashed that ball. It's in the air. And that's the end of dreams. And that's the end of innings for APF. The whole team is all out for the score of 88. That gives a comfortable victory for Nepal Army Club. They carry the legacy of being the undefeated team in the tournament so far. So a road from here for APF looks very gloomy indeed. Wonderful bowling display by them. Kushal Malla has been able to grab 5 wickets, 5-wicket haul for him. In the first inning, it was Emerson Rautela who did the same. Sahab Alam, as always, has been very outstanding. So it is indeed a very comfortable victory for Nepal Army. 26 runs margin has been the difference at the end. So Captain Binod Vandari should be very relaxed and very happy in there.
Runs victory for Nepal Army. Exceptional bowling performance, and we have to appreciate the effort of Captain Vinod Bhandari. He used his bowler so well. So difficult situation for APF. They have still 1 match away. 1 match left, APF. Needs to win that match to beat Parsa 11 in the points table. Parsa 11 has 4 points after 4 matches. They are playing their last match. So that's the batting card for APF. Top order. In the top order, Captain Pradeep Aidi scored 29 important runs. And Lokesh Bum made 16 important runs. Asif Sheikh made 12. Except that nobody scored in double figure. They made 88, losing 10 wickets in 19 over. And that's the bowling card. Kushal Malla finished with 5 wickets, giving just 18 runs. And Sampal Kami, Avinash Pohra, Sahab Alam, Pasir and Vivek took 1 wicket each. Sahab Alam has been impressive, although it only took a wicket, but he gave 7 runs in his 4-over spell.
That was an exceptional performance from Kushal Malla indeed, contributing 22 runs with the bat and grabbing 5 wickets. He's turning out to be a wonderful all-rounder, and it's a great news for national side as well. Kushal has been a very important member of national side. Sahab Alam has always been outstanding. In a T20 match, you concede 7 runs in 4 overs can be defined as one of the best bowling figures ever. So did Sompal Kami. Grabbed a wicket and just giving away 8 runs. So we'll be shortly back with the presentation, and do not go away anywhere. We have got another exciting game coming our way in Pro Club Championship. So the second game's going to happen between Wanderers Club Noida versus Nepal Police Club. So stay tuned. There are more dramas to unfold, and we'll catch you soon for the second match.
Four, five, six.
को लागि ट्रेनिङ नै सबै थोक हो म आफूलाई तेज स्मार्ट र एक्युरेट बनाउन सधैँ पुस गरिरहन्छु तर ट्रेनिङ ग्राउन्डमा मात्रै हुँदैन सबैतिर हुन्छ घरमै पनि दिस होम फाइबरनेटलाई म मेरो टिममेट अनि कोचलाई जस्तै भरोसा गर्छु यसको स्ट्रिमिङ क्वालिटीले विदेशकै इन्टरनेट चलाए जस्तो महसुस हुन्छ म जस्तै फास्ट स्मार्ट र रिलायबल दिस होम फाइबरनेट कनेक्सन लिनुहोस्
Dish Home FiberNet.
ब्याङ्कको सिओको रूपमा मेरो जिम्मेवारी छिटो भरपर्दो र गुणस्तरीय सेवा दिनु हो डिस होम फाइबरनेटको उत्कृष्ट कनेक्सनले ग्राहकहरूलाई हामीले छिटो र छरितो सेवा दिन पाइरहेका छौँ डिस होम फाइबरनेट जस्तो उत्कृष्ट कनेक्सनले नै आजको डिजिटल युगमा नेपालको सम्भावनाहरूको ढोका खोल्दै विकासको लहर ल्याउनेछ डिस होम फाइबरनेट इन्टरनेट सर्भिस प्रोभाइडर मात्र नभएर समृद्धिको सहयात्री हो
Dish Home FiberNet.
And yes, we're live from this beautiful venue in the second edition of Pro Club Championship, and this is a wonderful, wonderful, sunny, bright venue, Narayani Cricket Ground, Birgunj, Nepal. In the presentation party today, we have Dr. Hari Shankar Shaha, who is the Policy and Planning Council member of Madhya Pradesh. Can we please have you, sir? We would like to thank all our sponsors who have contributed highly to the success of this event, and especially our CSR partner, ActionAid. Moving on, we would like to now call Pradeep Ari from Armed Police Force Team Captain over with us. So, Pradeep ji, कस्तो लाग्यो आजको? What do you feel about today's match? अनि कहाँ चाहिँ चुक्यो जस्तो feel भयो?
जस्ट हामीहरूले चाहिँ जुन पावर प्ले थियो हामीहरूको हैन ब्याटिङ पावर प्लेमा चाहिँ क्विक विकेटहरु गयो हामीहरूको त्यही कारणले गर्दा पावर प्ले हामीले जित्न सकेनौं हैन आफ्टर दैट पार्टनरशिप चाहिँ राम्रो भइरा थियो हैन इन द एन्ड पनि इन्डमा नि राम्रोसँग हामीले फिनिश गर्न सकेनौं
ओके सो टिम वर्क को कुरा गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ हुन्छ नि हजुरहरुको प्री मैच प्रिपरेशन्स हरु देखि लिएर कसरी चाहिँ आफूले आफूलाई ग्रुम गरिन्छ फिजिकली त आफ्नो ठाउँमा छँदै छ बट व्हाट इज द मेन्टल ग्रुमिङ व्हाट डज द मेन्टल ग्रुमिङ लुक लाइक
मेन्टल आफूले आफूलाई पुश गर्ने हैन मेडिटेसनहरु गर्ने हैन जस्ट पोजिटिभ रहने हैन व्हाटएभर लाइफ भनेको एउटा यो क्रिकेट मात्र हैन आउट अफ क्रिकेट नि एउटा लाइफ छ हैन जस्ट विनिङ एन्ड लुजिङ इज अ पार्ट अफ गेम हैन त्यही पनि अब हामीहरुको यो 6 वटा टिम जुन आएको छ जम्मै जित्नलाई भनेर आएको तर लास्टमा अन्तिममा विनर भनेको एउटा नै हुन्छ हैन सो दैट हामीले आफ्नो बेस्ट दिने हो हैन हामीहरुसँग पोटेन्शियल जे छ त्यसलाई चाहिँ हामीले आफ्नो फिल्डमा चाहिँ शो गर्ने हो त्यही हो कहिलेकाहीँ तल माथि हुन्छ गेममा जस्ट इट्स ह्यापन विथ अस हैन
Yes, it's all a part of the game. And if you win by a lot of runs against Parsa, you still have chances. You know? So let's just hope for the very best, I would say, and all the best for that.
Thanks.
Okay, up next we have the team captain of Nepal Army, Binod Bhandari. Can we please have you over, sir? So Nepal Army to अब semi-final को लागि पनि qualify भइसक्यो हैन सो कस्तो लागिरहेको छ
हैन अब जित्दा खुसी नै लाग्छ हैन अब सेमी फाइनलमा पुगेछौं हैन अब हामीहरुले वन बल ब्याटल भनेर नै खेलिरहेछ सबै म्याचहरुमा पनि अब सेमी फाइनलमा त्यही हुन्छ हाम्रो यात्रा
सो सेमी फाइनलमा चाहिँ हैन कुन टिमको अगेन्स्ट खेल्न पाए चाहिँ हुन्थ्यो आफूले चुज गर्न पाएको भए चाहिँ हु डु यु वान्ट योर अपोनेन्ट टु बी
अब त्यो कुनै टिम पनि अब यस्तो कमजोर छ र मलाई हामीसँग खेलोस् भन्ने चाहिँ हाम्रो कसैको पनि चाहना छैन हैन सबै टिम एउटै नै हो किनकि अब टफ भनेको हाम्रो लागि विकेट भइरहेछ सबै टिमहरुको लागि त्यसले गर्दा टिमहरुमा कुनै पनि डाउट छैन कुनै टिमहरुमा पनि हैन सबै टिम एउटै नासको नै छ अब भोलिको गेमबाट न सबै थाहा भइहाल्छ हैन अब कोसँग खेल्छ भनेर अब त्यसको लागि नै प्रिपेयर गरेर बस्छौँ हामीहरु
र हाम्रो प्लेयर अफ द म्याच जो हुनु भएको छ भेरी यङ ट्यालेन्टेड बॉय कुशल मल्ल उहाँको बारेमा चाहिँ यहाँ के भन्न चाहनुहुन्छ
हैन कुशलले चाहिँ अब जहिले पनि हामीहरुको लागि गेम अब बनाएर दिन्छ हैन म्याच विनर हो भनेपछि अब हामीहरु जहिले पनि सपोर्ट गरेर आउँछ भने उले पनि प्रुफ गरेर नै दिइराछ जहिले पनि हामीलाई हैन त्यसले गर्दा चाहिँ अब सजिलो छ लेफ्टी ब्याट्सम्यान र लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिनरको बोलिङ गरिरहेछ भनेपछि प्लस पोइन्ट छ आर्मीलाई किनकि अब ब्याटिङ पनि राम्रो गर्छ र बोलिङ पनि गरिरहेछ चाहिने बेलामा भनेपछि अब त्यो चाहिँ एड हो टिमको लागि चाहिँ
Thank you so much and wish you all the best for the upcoming match.
Thank you.
Okay, we now have the player of the match from Nepal Army, Kushal Malla, over with us. Well, 22 runs and 5 wickets. That was amazing. How do you even do it? कसरी गर्नुहुन्छ के हो त्यस्तो फर्मुला त्यसको पछाडी चाहिँ
के अब म्याचमा चाहिँ अब आफूलाई परफर्म गर्नु पर्यो अब आफूले चाहिँ अनि आफ्नो बेस्ट दिन खोज्छु त्यही नै
सो आज चाहिँ नयाँ पिच चाहिँ युज गरिएको थियो हैन सो त्यसले चाहिँ तपाईलाई कतिको हेल्पफुल भयो एज अ स्पिनर ब्याटिङ गर्न चाहिँ कतिको चाहिँ सहज बनायो त्यसले
नयाँ पिचमा चाहिँ हल्का अलि बल अड्केर आइरहेको थियो त्यही भएर बोलिङ गर्न चाहिँ सजिलो भइरहेको थियो अनि ब्याटिङमा चाहिँ हल्का गाह्रो भइरहेको त्यही भएर
सो अ लिटल आउट अफ द कन्टेक्स्ट क्वेसन हैन अब सोशल मिडियामा यस्तो हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ धेरैजनाले तपाईलाई कति क्युट देख्नुहुन्छ उहाँ भनेर भनिराख्नु भएको हुन्छ हैन आई एम श्योर यु मस्ट बी अवेयर यु आर ब्लशिङ राइट हैन सो तपाईलाई चाहिँ अब धेरैजनालाई तपाईँ क्युट लाग्छ तपाईलाई चाहिँ को क्युट लाग्छ हु डु यु हेभ अ क्रस अन लेटली
खोइ पनि
त्यस्तो त नहोला कोही न कोही त भइहाल्छ नि यो मान्छे चाहिँ मलाई एकदमै राम्रो लाग्छ भनेर
Mafi.
Wow, that is how it should be. I think that is the spirit that helps you. Well, thank you so much for upcoming match ko lagi all the best. Well, that was a quick chit chat with our Nepal Army and APF, and it has been an exciting match so far. So up next we have a very important and exciting match. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun. So stay tuned with us. Next match is at 1:30 p.m. Wonders Club Noida versus Nepal Police Club. So stay with us for some more fun and entertainment.